Good evening and welcome back to Charger Nation. Today we will be covering the mystery of the 7 deaths. We will now be joined by Dr. Tim. Good evening, Dr. Tim.
Good evening.
What is your explanation for the death of the 7 victims?
As you know, all 7 victims took extra-strength Tylenol prior to their death. Unfortunately, in those bottles, cyanide was found. The cause of the deaths was the interruption of cellular respiration by cyanide.
Can you explain a little more about cellular respiration?
Cellular respiration is an aerobic process that requires oxygen and glucose to produce carbon dioxide, water, and ATP. The formula for cellular respiration is 6O2 plus C6H12O6, which turns into 6CO2 plus H2O plus ATP. This process uses glycolysis, the Krebs cycle, and the electron transport chain to produce ATP to give us energy.
Okay, going back to the interruption, where and how does this happen?
The interruption occurs in the electron transport chain, which is located in the inner mitochondrial membrane. In the electron transport chain, oxygen is the final electron acceptor. When cyanide enters the scene, the body wants to use cyanide, stopping the use of oxygen, killing the cell. This increases the level of oxygen, but it won't be used because cyanide is clogged in the chain.
Thank you, Dr. Tim.
You're welcome.
A couple weeks ago, a raft of mysterious deaths occurred in the Chicago area. The first was a 12-year-old girl. Her parents said that she was awake in the middle of the night complaining of a stuffy nose and a sore throat. They gave her an extra-strength Tylenol and sent her back to bed. At 7 a.m. the next morning, the parents discovered the girl had collapsed on the bathroom floor. An ambulance rushed the girl to a nearby hospital where she was pronounced dead. That same day, paramedics found the second victim unconscious on his kitchen floor after what they thought was an apparent heart attack. Sadly, the victim's brother and fiancé also collapsed later that night while their family gathered to mourn his passing. Both had taken Tylenol to help them cope with their loss shortly before collapsing. Neither survived. In the next 4 days, 4 other similar deaths were reported, all in the same neighborhood and all with similar symptoms.
Found. The cause of the deaths was the interruption of cellular respiration by cyanide.
Can you explain a little more about cellular respiration?
Cellular respiration is an aerobic process that requires oxygen and glucose to produce carbon dioxide, water, and ATP.
Go.
I like to make it like on today's show we have
What's the name of our show?
Dr. Tim to explain about the mystery.
Yeah.
And then he can walk in and then we can all like clap and he can yeah, we should do that. That'd be pretty cool. Because it's like a show.
Amon can do that.
Do what?
You can do the voice in the background.
Oh, okay, like the host voice?
Yeah, you can be the host.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Okay, so you're gonna walk in and she's gonna be like,
And
should she say that at the same time he's walking in, or should we record that
is
separately?
Dr. Blank.
Wait, can you put the black thing back where you found it?